Brought in this book, The Elegant Universe, is what it's called. I was reading it 4 or 5 years ago, and it changed, or it gave me ideas that totally changed the way that I think now, and the ideas that I thought of then kept building up, and now I think about them very often. Not really anything relating to the physics, which is what that book is about, but more like how everything is connected. I thought of it first, and then I started realizing the connections between different things and how everything that exists can be explained through connections, and the rich history that every object or event has, all the things that happen to make it possible. As far as everything can be explained, I have some examples, like why a solid is a solid, why we see colors like we do. There's an explanation. There's a reason that came to be the way it is. Why we feel emotions and why we feel them the way that we do. And there are bigger ones like why we exist. But I mean, there has to be an explanation somewhere because it's happening. So, the next idea that's kind of tied into that is that everything has a history, and it can be pretty shallow. Like, my bicycle makes noises when I ride it because it's old and I haven't maintained it. So stuff scrapes together. Potholes in the road. Cars drive over it, wear out that spot, and the rain washes the debris away, and there's more room for wear. So, but and then I mean, there's like really intricate history how everything that we're around. This desk and the materials that it's made of have been around forever, just in different forms. Any pebble that you pick up has always been a part of something else and got there somehow. And I thought that was really interesting. And the last idea is about that connectedness and how everything relates to everything else. As far as events, I realized that first when I was pulling up to this red light. There was a lane that just started, which was like a right turn lane, but it also went straight. And I was deciding if I should stay in the lane that I was in, which is because I needed to go straight, or if I should go into the right lane, which didn't have any people in it, and I would get a little bit ahead, but I'd be blocked in that lane for anyone who wanted to turn right. And then, so I stayed in the straight lane, and I saw the next car behind me came up and took that right, and it hit me that if I had been in that lane, that they wouldn't have been able to. They'd be sitting there for that entire duration of that red light, and all the other people that I saw, take a right turn after that person would be doing that too. And I imagined, what if one of those people was late for something, and then me stopping them at that red light set them back in time enough so that other events that were happening, maybe they didn't make it across train tracks before the train came, and they had to wait even longer, and they missed like an important appointment or something, or like it made them frustrated that I was holding them back from if they're in a rush, and so like they take it out on people who are in the car with them, their children or whatever. And, that changes the way they think. That changes their day and what they're thinking about. And it's just really just that there's so many things that happen that are all adding to something else that you don't really see. You don't see the causes of all the effects that we notice, and that all these ideas have definitely made me realize, or made me see more connections throughout everything, and I think about it a lot. And another example of this would be I wouldn't be thinking about any of that stuff maybe if I hadn't read this book and had that thought at that time. So yeah.